Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an episode of Career Mode. Now I do want to apologize. There has been a little bit of a a period where I didn't post, and that was actually because I was out in Sweden at the Battlefield 4 reveal. And if you guys are interested in any other games besides FIFA, then you guys can go on over to check out my second channel. It's where I'm going to be showing you guys a lot of just going to be doing videos on a bunch of different games that aren't FIFA pretty much. So if you're interested in that, my second channel will be in the description. But anyways, let's talk a little bit about what we have for career mode. So unfortunately, we came up against Real Madrid, and Ozil actually scores very early on there. And when I was actually playing this game, I wasn't exactly sure what this game was for, and I was a little bit confused, to be honest with you. But they went 1-0 up, but Aubameyang there returns with an equalizer, and that was just a beautiful goal there against Real Madrid as well. I was really happy to see that sort of thing go down. But Sturridge there gets a bit of space and makes it 2-1. I couldn't believe, a Liverpool team that, last season just would have never even come near to, going ahead against Real Madrid, had actually gone 2-1 up against them. And I was actually really happy with that. Nice to see that the boys are playing well. Sturridge does a great job of getting past a few defenders. Unfortunately, fires that one just a little bit too wide. But, they were playing really well. The ball was being moved around very well. It was true. Real Madrid, I would say, were definitely having the better chances and a little bit more possession. You guys will see that here. About 10% more possession than myself. And although the shots and shots on targets aren't too different, I did feel as though they had a little bit more possession, but we were still getting shots away, and that's what's important. As long as you have shots on target, then eventually they will start to go in. And Casillas there makes a wonder save. I could have sworn that was in, but Casillas is just so cat-like. He's got those cat-like reflexes. He manages to make a crucial save to save them from going 3-1 down. But Sturridge, give me some of that pace. That is unreal pace there from Sturridge, who makes it 3-1. And at this time, I was like, am I really beating a Real Madrid side 3-1? In all fairness, though, it didn't seem as though they had their strongest side out, and I'm not entirely sure why that was, because this game actually turned out to be, I think it's called like the Copa Europe or something like that, and I'm pretty sure it's the winner of the Europa League against the winner of the Champions League go up against each other. Don't quote me on that, guys, because I'm not too sure about what exactly it is, but I know this was some sort of one-off game, and it was against Real Madrid, so to go 3-1 up against Real Madrid was absolutely unreal. As you can see, they ended up bringing Luka Modric on. I don't blame them. 3-1 down, they needed to make some sort of changes, but a great step inside there from Sturridge with the fake shot, and he actually keeps it on his left foot. A little bit of a strange shot in honesty, but he ended up scoring again, and Real Madrid just crumbled. I expected them to come out playing a lot better than they did. I'm not entirely sure what went wrong for them. They had some great efforts there. That scissor kick, if that had gone in, oh my god, that would have been filthy. But the keeper makes a solid save, and just in general, I feel as though we really deserved something out of this game. We had played really well. We'd taken a lot of our chances, and that's one of the biggest things I was worried about this season, was us not being able to finish the chances that we'd been creating. And from the looks of this game, we were certainly capable of doing that. I mean, who would have thought 4-1 against Real Madrid? I mean, I certainly would have never never said that was going to happen this season, especially. But it seemed as though the team was playing well. Walker there does a great job to get on it, feeds the ball through to Sturridge, and Sturridge's pace, even towards the end of the game, he still has it in him. I was really impressed with that, and he is pretty much dead out on energy. Fortunately, Casillas does rebound it straight into Aubameyang's path, and he makes it 5-1. I mean, that to me is a battering. The amount of teams I'm probably going to fail to beat that are very mediocre is just going to be incredible. But for me to come here and beat Real Madrid 5-1 is just banana crazy. That is so cool. And as you guys can see, by the time the magic confetti dropped, I was like, oh shit, this game actually meant something really important. And yeah, we managed to pick ourselves up the first trophy of the season, which is very cool. I'm really happy with that. Glad to see that, we're just bringing trophies home. We brought back the Europa League last time, and now we're here to bring back this beautiful trophy that don't think I've ever won in any of the other seasons. I don't think. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure I've never actually won it at any of the other clubs I was at. So that was kind of cool, a new trophy to add to my personal trophy cabinet. And yeah, we had the rest of the season to go, so there's no doubt about it. This is a really good start to the season, and there is hopefully for me a lot more to come. But we do have the transfer window coming up very shortly, and there is the very strange looking trophy that kind of looks like thin air, really. I'm not entirely sure. I think the graphics on that trophy could really do with a bit of spicing up, because it doesn't look too appealing. But a 9.8 rating for Aubameyang, and likewise for Sturridge. But like I was saying, guys, we do have the end of the transfer window coming up, and we got bombarded with emails. So if you guys remember, I sent off bids for tons of right wingers or left wingers, and I was really happy with that. You know, glad to see a lot of them got back to me, and got back to me quickly. Arsenal there accepted my offer for the Ox. I put in a very large offer for him just because I really do think he could become a really key player for the team. So it was down to contract negotiations. He actually wasn't wanting as much as I really thought he was going to. I honestly expected him to come back and be like, I want 50k plus, especially considering he'd be moving kind of, I don't want to say moving to a lower club, but it's certainly you know, it's definitely not a step up in club. So I was kind of expecting a little bit more demands from him. But also Zaha there wanted 15k a week, as well as a 4-year contract, and that's something I can very much facilitate. And this would just be amazing if I could pick up both of them, because they're both so young, so much potential. And if you just think about it, Zaha, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Asaidi, and Sterling. I mean, those 4 wingers would just create an absolute wreckage of any team, pretty much. I really think with them in a couple seasons' time, they are just all going to be amazing players. Unfortunately, though, as you guys may have just seen from that last email, my bid for Thomas Ince didn't come through, but that was kind of okay, as weird as that might sound. I was actually okay with that because I'd already, you know, had the ability to send off 2 contract offers to Zaha and Oxlade-Chamberlain, so I was kind of okay with that, and it'd be interesting to see where that leads. And as you guys can see, both contract offers were accepted, so it kind of led me into a little bit of a dilemma. You know, do I want to sign both of these guys up? Because I initially went searching for just one right winger, and I kind of, you know, had it in my mind, is it worth actually spending money for both of them, or shall I just, you know, just get Oxlade-Chamberlain and then just say Zaha maybe another time? But I was actually like, you know what, I really do want both of them, because I think they could both be fantastic for the team, and I think that it would all just work out really, really well for both parties. So as you guys can see, I was just a little bit short of money to buy Zaha, so I actually had to go back and you know, sort out the wage budget and allocation sort of thing, just to make sure I had enough money for Zaha. And I feel as though by picking up both of them, like I was saying, those 4 young wingers can really become something special. And I really do hope, for your guys' sake, because I know that entertainment is something I really want to bring to you guys, and I really think that by buying these 4 players, it's going to add so much depth to the wings. If any one of them get tired, they can pretty much play anywhere along the pitch, or along the wings of the pitch, pretty much. A few of them can play as strikers as well, which is kind of cool. And just in general, that adds to the sort of versatility of the players. And there, I went back to the Zaha bid and decided to accept that now that I had the money to do so. And I am really excited to show you guys the rest of this season. I mean, if you think about it now, the amount of youth we have in this team, and I will show you guys towards the end of this episode, is the amount of youth that's in this team is just insane. Quite a few people were saying, Cal, you need to stop focusing on making these big name signings. You know, stop making these signings that are, you know, worth 20 odd million and things like that. And I kind of took that advice on board, and as you guys can see, you know, I picked up the likes of Zaha, also Oxlade-Chamberlain. Although I know to you guys he is quite a big name, but he's not an established player on this game yet. You know, he's still got a lot of room to grow, and it would just be really interesting to see how he develops. And I'm sure you guys are just as excited as I am to see how far will these players go each. You know, will Oxlade-Chamberlain actually flop a little bit and not reach that sort of 88 rated player? Will Zaha only become an 82, 83 rated player? You know, this is all stuff I have to find out for myself, and I'm really excited to see if it's going to actually happen. As you guys can see, though, on screen, Luis Suarez is over to Chelsea. If you guys remember correctly, he actually left Liverpool because he demanded to leave. He was set on leaving. There was no way. Sorry, I just hit my mic there. There is no way he wanted to stay at Liverpool, and it turns out he is now off to Chelsea. And that is going to be interesting. You know, in the Premier League, I'm going to be coming up against Suarez, and I kind of wish that, you know, that wasn't the case, because Suarez is so good on the ball, and I know Chelsea have a lot of money to spend, so I'm interested to see what their team is like at the end of the transfer window, and I'm sure next time we come up against them, we are going to know exactly how they are. So if you take a look at the squad at the moment, I mean, look at this, you know, just if you look at the bench now, there is so much youth. Yesel, Munain there, Lucas Leiva, not so much young, neither is Johnson, accepted, but you also have IB there, Zaha, Sterling, now that I've just replaced him. Also Wisdom. Wisdom is one player who has been at Liverpool from the beginning, and I am so excited to see him develop as a right back, and that's why I haven't accepted any sort of bids for him at the moment, because I do think if I keep playing him, he will reach a sort of 83, 84 rated player, and I really do have faith in Wisdom, so that's the reason why I've kept him on, and you can expect him to be playing quite a few games. Sturridge still an 86 rated player, Aubameyang there 85 rated, and Coutinho an 81 rated player, Asaidi 82, and MV 83. I mean, the whole team is just looking awesome right now, and I really hope you guys are excited, and if you are, do let me know in the comments. I am really excited to show you the rest of this series, and let's hope it is a fantastic season. We can win some more trophies. Hoorah! Anyways guys, I'll see you in a bit. Bye bye.